You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.
Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Creating This Home. Welcome if you are new here. I am Kayla, a married mother of 5, and I love creating homemaking, motivation, and inspiration videos. It brings me so much joy. Something that I love doing. So if you love homemaking and if you love motivation and if you need just a little pick me up, you are in the right place. So I started out with just a little bit of laundry this morning, and now I'm going to get my appliances wiped down because I noticed that there was a lot of filth and debris from the lint trap, as well as my appliances are located right beside my garage entry door. And my children utilize this door a lot to go in and out from playing with their friends. So it just accumulates and attracts a lot of dirt in here and just dust and all of the stuff. All of the stuff, that's what we'll call it. So I'm just going to get my laundry room wiped down, and then I'm going to give it a quick vacuum before I move along to my boys' room, where it was in desperate need of a deep clean. Okay, so now we are in my boys' room, and y'all say a prayer for me. Okay, so it wasn't really that bad. There was just everything, and then this pile of laundry that was on the floor. So my boys didn't get a chance to get to the laundry. So for me, I was like, what can I do? Just pile it up. Just pile it up, Kayla, and deal with it when you get to it. So I'm going to start with the beds first and just stripping the beds, because I love to have all the beds in my house stripped every week. If I can't do it every week, I go for every other week. So my boys have had this same bedding for about 2 weeks now, and it was time for me to get it together. So normally I will lay out their sheets and then their blankets, and then let them know that it's time for them to change their sheets and blankets and so forth and so on. However, because they were outside playing and having a good time, I just didn't even bother. I was like, I'll get in here and I'll do it. No big deal. And because their room wasn't a big disaster, I was not overwhelmed by the process of getting the sheets and the blankets on. And this time I just tried something that I typically do with my daughters, and that's whenever I put the sheets on their bed and they are using a blanket, I will fold the blanket in half and then put it on their bed. So I'm trying the same style with my boys. It's just putting their sheets on, and that little bag that you keep seeing me move is my son lost a tooth. His very first tooth. He's 5 and he just lost his very first tooth. It is so precious. He's got a little hole in his mouth, and whenever he talks, I just can't help but stare. My baby's growing up, but I'm getting the sheets put on the bed, y'all, and then I'm going to get their in blankets put on the bed, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I tell you that I just fold them in half and just tuck it on half of the bed. That way it makes it easier for them to make their beds, and they don't have to sleep with a hot quilt at night. So at the end of this video, after this video, I ended up giving them some throw blankets so they didn't have to mess with the blankets on their beds. So that just worked out a lot better for us, and I'm so thankful that they have clean bedding. And I'm so thankful that I was able to get in here with the energy to get their room together. So this is what I meant by when I said that I just have the blanket in half and then I just kind of tuck it into their bed. It makes for a really cute style. I do it upstairs all the time to my daughter's beds. And then it's very easy, very simple for the boys to fix, so they don't have to fumble and mumble with a whole bunch. They just have the blanket in half and just kind of tuck it in. And it's not hard. I make it look hard because I'm lifting up the mattresses, but it's not hard at all. And it's just a really nice style. Also, I am moving on to their laundry. They had a massive pile of laundry that needed to be washed, and this is just typical boys. At least in my house. So you've seen the pile of laundry that I piled up, and that is ready to be folded, and now you see the laundry that needs to be done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that to the machine and get that done. And now I'm gonna sit down and do laundry because laundry does not bother me. It is one of my favorite chores. I can do it all day, every day. In fact, it's one of the de-stressors that I have is doing laundry. If I'm overwhelmed or if I'm just feeling like I'm in a funk or something like that, I will do laundry. And for some reason, it just relieves my stress. I just love doing laundry. So doing this laundry didn't bother me one bit at all. Now, if we were to talk about the dishes, I would be in trouble because I do not like doing the dishes, and I have said that so many times on this channel, but it's all good. I'm gonna get this laundry done, I'm gonna get it folded, and then I'm gonna get it put away, and then I will pop back up here. Now that I'm on the home stretch of the laundry and I am almost finished with the laundry, I just want to take a second and talk about the holidays and Christmas coming up and New Year's coming up. If you all have family, hold your family tight. I love being a family woman. I love having a large family. And first and foremost, I love being a wife and a mother. I love everything about family. And if you have family, if you consider your friends your family, cherish that and love on your family and make sure that you are spending as much time as you can with your family, because parents get older and, friends grow wiser and a little further apart, especially whenever you have families, or that could bring you closer together. You never know. It's just, I am in the season where I love to be around my family, and I love seeing everything that goes on around me as far as the family dynamic. And I just can't thank God enough for having a large family and just feeling grateful and thankful and humbled by the fact that, my family is going to get bigger one day whenever I have grandkids, or whenever my sons and daughters bring home their spouses for us to meet. It's just, we only get one life. Let's cherish the life that we have and just be thankful for the family that we have and the family that we continue to have today that is well and healthy, because if you are healthy, you are wealthy. And I just wanted to throw that out there. But now that I have put away most of my son's clothes, I am definitely going to wipe down their dressers and then just try to get their room put back together so that they are able to come in and have something nice and peaceful and clean, and they can feel good about their room. And for the most part, they definitely try to keep it clean. And then after about a week or so, they start kind of straggling and straying away from the chores that they're supposed to do to keep their room clean, especially my little one. He's 5. He strays and strings everything everywhere. We do teach him to clean up behind himself, but he's definitely still in that 5-year-old stage where he's dragging his trucks out, or his he's got these big fire trucks and Tonka trucks, and he's all about excavators right now. So he's everywhere with all of his toys, and I don't mind it at all. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love being a mother, and I love seeing it. But, I definitely try to help him when it comes down to disciplining him and letting him know that, mommy loves to see your trucks. I just don't want to run into him and thump my toe. But now you see me just putting away some of their stuff in their toy box and just organizing and just trying to get everything back to the way that it's supposed to be. So I have moved on to dusting and cleaning their dressers. And I have to be honest with you, these dressers are not my favorite. They just collect and hold so much dust, and you can see it so much more. And my husband and I, we have the same issues with the dressers in our room, where they're black and they just hold on to so much more dust, and you can see it so much more on the darker wood versus the lighter wood. My daughters have white dressers upstairs, and you can't really tell the difference. It's harder to see the dust on the white than it is for me to see the dust on the darker wood. But however, I definitely try to get in here at least 2 or 3 times a week and dust their dressers. And my son, my oldest son, he tries to make sure that these dressers are dusted as well, because of the fact that he has really terrible allergies, especially around this time of year. So the blinds and the dressers and their desk, I definitely try to make sure that I am in here and getting my duties done, as far as like getting everything dusted off. And he's really good about it as well. He will dry dust while I do all the wet dusting and wet cleaning and things like that. So he's really good about that. So I'm so thankful, because if not, his allergies would be going ham. And we don't need that. We definitely don't need that, because it doesn't feel good to him. And it just doesn't do my mama's heart any good to see my baby like that. So I got to make sure that he's good and everything is top notch for him. So I'm just going to continue to clean and get their room back in order. They had some things on top of their taller dresser that was just, it made no sense. So I got rid of it. And that is the stuff you see me collecting on the bed, the stuff that just didn't make any sense. And I don't know how this little tooth in the bag keeps following me everywhere, but I'm going to put that behind my son's pillow so the tooth fairy can come and get it. And now I am just going to put their racetrack back and just get their toy box dusted as well. It's been a while since I've come over here and dusted this toy box, because they're in it so much that it doesn't really collect that much dust. I don't know why, not this one. I'm not sure why, but now I have moved on to vacuuming, and I'm just going to give their room a good vacuum before I move on to the desk area and get that all cleaned. This is my boys' desk area over here, where they love building as well as playing their games. And they have a ton of keyboards. In fact, I think they have more than 10 keyboards that they have collected and that they use for gaming, whether it be on their Xbox or on their tablets or on their PC. They really love building games. They don't per se like to play games. They play their own games that they build, and I taught them how to code and how to make platforms move and how to build games. And so they've really been intrigued by that, especially my oldest son. He's really taken a liking to it. And if you ask him what he wants to be or what he wants to do when he grows up, he says that he wants to be a game developer, which I am all for. He wants to be a gaming engineer or a game developer. I am all for that. I support any dreams that my kids have, and I just love the fact that they even are able to dream. There are some kids that just have such horrible situations that they can't see a dream in the situation or circumstance that they are in, but my kids have that opportunity, and they are very blessed to have that opportunity to be able to dream and to be able to go after that dream and bring that dream to fruition. That is just, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Absolutely so beautiful. So I'm cleaning off their desk and I'm getting it put back together. And while I'm getting it put back together, I'm just thinking to myself about how thankful I am, because my kids they don't go without. They've never went without. Their needs are met. They have their wants met as well. And I'm just so thankful to be in a position that my husband and I can definitely afford to make sure that our children have everything that they need and they want. And when I say want, I don't mean just all materialistic things. I mean, as far as like, going after something like their dreams. And here is an overview of my boys' room. It is looking nice and good for them and clean. And they were very, very excited about having their room being cleaned again. They were very excited, and they came and they gave me lots of love and hugs and kisses. And of course, I hugged them back and I squeezed them, and I was just letting them know I love them too. But thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me. It truly means a lot to my heart to have all of you as my YouTube family and my YouTube friends. You all are amazing, and never forget that. And if you ever need any homemaking motivation, you know that I am here for you, and that you do not have to do this alone. Put me on your TV, put me on your phone or your Bluetooth in your ear. I am a friend and I am here for you. We can do this thing together. And I just absolutely love to motivate and encourage and inspire. And the same for myself when it comes down to you all. You guys encourage and inspire me. So I am so thankful. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I will see you on the next one.
I won't make it easy for you now.